and welcome back to The Weight Unfolded. My name's Izzy, as you probably know already. We're 14 episodes in. But today I'm joined by one of my good friends from the Jacarita Discord, Mr. Matthew from Scotland, who is now a worldwide celebrity. But welcome to the show, Matthew.
Thank you for having me.
So, how are you? How was your week? Well, it's just started,
Just
but
a bit weird. It's hard to
how? Why? Why is it a bit weird?
just nothing like it's ever really happened. Um, it's just been just taken over everything over the last week or
Mm.
so, and it's so many messages and
Yeah, because
so many people asking about it.
you did absolutely amazing at Countdown. It was so fun just going in watching you every evening or morning, afternoon. I don't even know. But so you started your first day of college today, didn't you?
I did, yes.
And how did that go?
Um, it was good. I think nice to get some routine and structure back in my life after so much chaos.
And what was that like for you going back into everything?
Um, I mean, it does take time to adjust, as I said, because after kind of having no structure, no sleep schedule whatsoever, to back to kind of the rigid
Yeah.
timetable. But it's quite nice to see everybody and
Yeah.
yeah, get what's coming up this year.
I guess a lot of people in the Discord will have to start fixing up their sleep schedule and you won't be able to join us late for
Yeah,
games. Because you know, in the Discord, we could stay up until like 4 a.m.
oh, it certainly hasn't helped my sleep schedule. I think it's made it worse, actually.
Would you join the Among Us or not really? Would you join games or?
I mean, I do have to factor in getting to sleep now because I'm back,
Yeah.
but I still try and be as active as I as I can.
Yeah. And do you think since Countdown you've gotten more confident in yourself or?
Um, yeah, I mean, I do still struggle. I do struggle with kind of taking positives from people, the compliments. But I think just how many people got in touch
Mm,
uh, was unbelievable. People I've not seen for years, all teachers from school,
really?
um, family from the other side of the world. It was just having so much support was just unbelievable, and it definitely helped me. It made it easier to watch it back, I think.
Yeah, and it's reassuring as well to know how many people are in your corner.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's also true for the Discord and
But,
online community. So many lovely messages and
especially from the likes of Corey and Maeve and Hannah and Squizzy and all
yeah,
that.
um,
Do you think that the countdown practice in the Discord helped? Or
absolutely, yeah. I think yeah, just having that, just doing it regularly, just making it a habit, and just
Mm.
it becomes instinctive.
And when did you figure out that you'd gotten onto countdown?
So, can I explain a bit like the
Yeah,
background behind that?
yeah.
So, uh, I actually initially first applied just after I turned 16, which is how old you have to be, and that was last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I never got anything back for a long time, and then they told me I had to reapply because they changed the application process. Went through that all again, and then I say all again. It's not. It's just put some basic information about yourself,
Yeah.
um, and then I got an email saying they wanted to do an audition on Zoom, which I
Oh.
think was back in. I mean, my whole concept of time is a bit all over the place, but
Your maths is good. Your maths
possibly.
is there, but your timing.
Yeah. Um, and she said after the audition, I mean, I can go more into depth of the audition if you if you want,
Hmm.
um, which was um, I think it was something like five letters rounds, two numbers rounds, and a conundrum, something like that.
Yeah.
And I think what sealed it, not to brag, but was getting the conundrum in about 2 seconds, and I think that because for me, I either seem to get it straight away or I don't get it at all.
Yeah.
I think getting it straight away was like, okay, I feel like I'm relieved that I had done as well as I could. And then she said, when we was doing the audition, Abby, she said, you expect to hear back in the next couple of weeks, next few weeks. And then the next day, I got a response saying that they sent some dates for possibly going down to film. And I thought that was a pretty good sign if they say you'll hear back at some point in the next few weeks and they respond the very next day.
It must be like, wow, that must have boosted your confidence a lot because,
Yeah, because I mean, I thought there's a very good chance that I'll go through this whole process, but I won't get on because there's lots of people who apply who obviously don't get that far.
yeah,
So that even that just getting told, getting past that audition stage was incredible, and then getting confirmed for going down to film.
that must have been like a dream come true. Like if little Matthew could see you now.
Genuinely, yeah. I mean, it might seem like an unusual dream to some people, but
Mm,
yeah, I've watched it all my life, and I always knew that when I was old enough, I wanted to go on it.
mm. And now you have 10 more years to wait, 10 more years of
Yeah,
practicing.
10 more years of practice.
Yeah. But you'll get there. Like, look at the likes of everyone that you've competed against coming back
Yeah,
again. And
a lot.
you, like, what was his name? Cami?
Cammy or Cameron, yeah, he lost to a great player when I think he won 2 episodes like I did 10 years ago, and then lost to one of the best players of the series, and then obviously came back
Mm.
and faced me. There was another contestant who was on called Lee who had lost again to a great player 10 years ago and came back and
Yeah.
faced Cameron in the Friday episode and lost again. And
Yeah.
that's what shows us how much of an achievement it is just to get onto the show because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You could come
But
up against someone who's one of the best players in the series, and you might lose your first episode. So it's I had to go into that mindset of I have no idea who I'm going to face. Just the fact that I'm doing this at all is so
yeah.
cool.
And do you think you will go back in 10 years or?
I mean, if if it's still on the air, I mean, it's
Yeah.
impossible to predict TV that far in the future. But if it's possible, then yes, I will.
The one thing that made me laugh the entire time was when you said a better one, please. Like you could tell that you'd wanted a better one, and then
Yeah, I had to insert that. That's a classic countdown tradition. There, I had to insert that somewhere in my episode.
mm, and then the inverted T. You're obsessed with the inverted T.
Yeah,
So what's
to be
that
honest,
about?
I wasn't sure I was going to do that until it was time to decide. I wasn't sure if I would be confident enough to do
Mm,
that, but I think the fact that the first two rounds had gone well, I felt
mm.
like I could put that part of my personality into that and do something a bit interesting.
Yeah, and you know when you get like the same answers and you have to show like the notebook, do you actually like scan it or do you just
um,
yeah?
a brief glance, I would say.
Because if
I
that
mean,
was
usually with the numbers, it's not exactly written the same way. It's maybe the same method, but in a different order. So you can tell that it's the same way, and with the words, you can just with a
mm,
brief glance. But it does. It's more for kind of the integrity of the show to do it rather than because you
yeah.
actually think that they'd be cheating or anything.
Because if that were me, I'd be looking for every single little mistake. And I'd be like, hold on a minute, that
Yeah.
is not right. So, Matthew, how many times have you watched this podcast?
Um,
Or do you know like the format?
yeah. Well, the question that I expect you to ask me that I'm most that I've been thinking about a lot is the songs. Are you going to ask me to pick?
Yes, that is coming, but wait one
Okay.
second. I have one
That was
more
just the one
question.
thing I wanted to be sure of.
Because you can think of that while I find the
Okay.
the best part. Wait one second. Where is it when I need it? I should have had this prepared. Oopsies. Oh, there. So, the first part is the question of the day.
Okay.
So, Every week I put out a question of the day and people send in their responses to my email address, which is thewaitingfolded@gmail.com. So last week I got the guest to pick the question and it was, what would you aspire to be in the eyes of other people? Like what kind of person? And then Official from the Discord said, he aspires to be someone who is seen, heard, and valued for exactly who they are, while lifting others up right alongside him. So that's Official from the Discord. So what do you think you'd say to that?
Um, I think something similar. I'd want to be seen as someone who tries to do the best for other people and tries to make the world as a better place than how they found it.
Mm.
Um, I like to think that that I do that. I do my
Yes,
best to
you do,
try.
you do, you do. Don't you worry, you do. I think the best thing about the Discord is we lift each other up in the good and the
Yeah,
bad, and that we're always there for each other. So I think the Discord has given a lot of people different confidence.
yeah,
Like,
definitely the sense of community.
and the support.
Um, and also the fact it's people all around the world. It's that's definitely a factor.
You love your factors, your numbers and your factors.
And now I'm now going to start noting myself using that word. I use.
Like, I know you, Maeve, and Corey have like that tight, and
Mhm.
then your bio
I
as
don't know what
well.
it's about Irish people. I seem to click with Irish people well.
It's the Scottish and the Irish connection.
Yeah,
There's something in the water. We have to band together against the English.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Now, seeing as you were on a game show, the question I would have, if you could be on any type of game show, what would it be? Like The Chase, Pointless, Family Feud, any game show,
That's
what would it be? Other
that's
than
interesting because
Countdown.
that's well, yeah. Because I have been thinking about that because when I turn 18, I can start applying for shows where money's involved,
Yeah.
and so I've been thinking a bit about what would I want to go on. I think The Chase is a
Bradley
would be a
Walsh
cool one.
going up against the Beast.
Yeah. I think for any of the chases, it'd be cool to have that experience. I think it's become quite iconic in terms of UK quizzing.
There we go. We can cut
But
this
that's what
bit out.
happens when you're broadcasting.
Yeah, it always happens.
Plenty of plenty of things like that I could tell you about from Countdown.
Did that go through? Could you hear it ringing or?
I could, yeah. I was slightly worried it was something I was ringing for a second.
Yeah, but that was just my sister. I accidentally declined it, so I might have declined on my
Okay,
mum's phone. So,
okay.
oopsies. But yeah, and so what were you saying about the like? So, what about
um,
the chase would make you want to go on it?
yeah. It just feels like a sort of iconic one to have said you've
Hmm.
been on. It's been around for I think as long as I've been alive,
Yeah, same.
and I just think everybody involved, Bradley the host, all the chasers, that they're all have their interesting kind of characteristics and they bring something interesting to the show. So
Yeah.
I think whoever it was, it would be yeah, a very cool experience.
So we should start testing you in trivia now in the Discord.
Maeve's gonna start hosting a chase practice now, right?
Yes, Maeve is just presenter of everything.
Yeah.
So you can get your people can get their answers to the waitingfolded@gmail.com with episode 15 answer. So that is, what game show would you want to go on and why? What do you think the most popular answer is going to be?
I think the chase maybe would be. I mean, I'd like to say people would say countdown.
Yeah,
Perhaps I've inspired people to
even though
to
you have
apply.
a little bit of the beef, but we move past that.
Uh, but yeah. I mean, I mean, I would absolutely recommend people to apply for any show. It was such a great experience, and
It must it must have felt weird hearing them say the different dates when you're like, it's the same day.
yeah, that's the thing. But then I think quite quickly you sort of get into the rhythm of it being a TV show.
Yeah.
You
Like,
change clothes. It's you get used to it quite quickly, or at least I did.
yeah. It must have been a
Um,
bit weird though, getting changed and
but yeah, it's a bit weird having to bring 8 different shirts for
then.
2 days, and
So, Matthew, guess the question I'm about to ask.
guess the question
Have a guess.
is this the question I was thinking? Okay,
Yes. What are your top three favorite songs at the moment and why?
okay. I think at the moment is an important thing because you could ask me this question. I think I said this before.
Yes, because
You could ask me this question.
you are no stranger to this podcast. You were in it.
I'll give you an answer, and then 5 minutes later, I'll think, oh, I should have said that.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'll say 3 songs that I've been listening to recently.
Okay.
Uh, First, I'm gonna say "Enjoy the Silence" by Depeche Mode.
Ooh.
Uh, I just think that's a really beautiful song. Um, Secondly, I'm gonna say "The Killing Moon" by Echo and the Bunnymen.
Ooh.
I am quite into that kind of era of
Yeah.
alternative rock and stuff like that. And I will say, I have to say, I actually quite. This is maybe not what you'd expect, and I wouldn't have maybe expected the latest minutes, but I actually really enjoy that new Olivia Rodrigo song, "Stupid
Oh,
Song."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I find that chorus
I was
very
just listening to that
catchy.
actually.
Um, I think it's just the way the song builds.
Mm.
I think it's really well made.
Those are really good options. Like I think in episode two you said something about Metallica and
Yeah, that's the thing is that I said something very different, and I'm sure if you asked me again, I would
I'll ask you in 15 episodes and we'll see what you say.
okay.
So, Matthew, the last question to finish off part one. What would you want people to know about yourself that they mightn't know already?
Um, I mean, they might know this. I mean, I think certain people have a very good ability to notice as other people. I would say that I'm autistic. I think that's something that
Mm.
I'm very happy to talk about, and it's definitely. I mean, obviously, impacted my life, and I'm sure you would understand how
Yeah,
it's kind of just fundamentally the way your brain works
yeah,
is different, and in some ways, I wouldn't want to change that for the world, and then sometimes it can be frustrating or exhausting or all these
yeah.
sorts of things. Uh, and I think that's the thing is it's autism is a lot more kind of nuanced than you might think it is.
Mm.
People may have this kind of idea in their head of what an autistic person is like, but it's so complex. There's so many different ways that it affects your life,
Because
and it
it's a
affects different
spectrum,
people
yeah.
in different ways.
Because it's a spectrum, like
Exactly. Yeah.
it's like human beings. We're all not the same as each other, so why judge a person for being different when we're not the same anyway?
Yeah. Exactly.
So, Matthew, and with that, we've come to the conclusion of part one. How do you feel?
Enjoying this. Um, feels less like an interview, more just a casual kind of chat, and I think
Yeah.
it's like that.
So, in part two, I guess we'll talk a bit more about the autism side of things as well, if that's okay, and like
Yep.
your experiences and how you get on with that, because I do think it'll be really inspiring. So, I will see you then. Bye.
Okay. Okay.
And we are back for part two, folks. Welcome back. And welcome back, Matthew. You're probably used to this whole turnaround thing by now.
Yeah. I mean, at least we're not gonna pretend like it's the next day.
Or are we? I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's Tuesday now.
Tuesday, the 25th of August. Totally did not have to check. Yeah, because all the days just blur into one when it's summer holidays, and you never know what date it is anymore
Yeah.
until you go back. So at least it's not like primary school or like you don't know what you're doing and like you're not going into like a new year or well you are, but like you're not
Yeah,
going
but you're treated a lot more like adults that go to college,
yeah,
so it's
you got to get to make a lot more decisions and
yeah.
so do you pick like your subjects and what you want to do? Is it like the same in the English system or is it completely different in Scotland?
So it's a specific course that I've chosen to do. So I'm on to the third level of that course now.
Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't be confident in comparing that to an equivalent in Ireland or England or wherever, but um,
what are you doing?
social sciences.
Oh,
Um, so it encompasses, well, this year it's history, psychology, and sociology. Uh, there is some that's criminology, but I don't think we've got that on this year's course.
maybe next year.
Yeah, I think next year is it's back.
And do you do
As yes,
like
it's the third year of me doing that.
exams at the end of the year then, or is it constant
Um,
assessment?
so there's a mixture of closed book assessments, which are sort of exam conditions throughout the year, and then open
Yeah.
book sort of research tasks and things like that. Like small ones that are more projects.
Mm. And when you started in college for the first time, did you notice the difference from secondary school like straight
Yeah,
away, or did
almost
it take a
immediately. Yeah, just the whole environment. It feels so much more welcoming. It's so much less sort of authoritarian.
little less
It
like
fe-
school and more like work almost?
it feels like somewhere that people have chosen to go, not somewhere that people are there because they have to be.
Exactly. I wish we
People have
had
made a
that
decision.
system. I wish we had that system here because we have 6 years of secondary school and then go on to university. We don't have this whole college system.
Right. Okay.
So it's a bit annoying that we're still forced to be there until 18, but it is what it is. So do you want to do something within the science field or not sure yet?
I mean, the thing is, that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out at the moment. I don't really know
Hmm.
what I want to do beyond what I'm studying right now. I mean, I don't feel like I need to know exactly, but
Yeah.
I also I do get a bit stressed sometimes about trying to figure out am I on the right track? Where
Hmm.
do I want to go next?
Because you could ask like the likes of a 5-year-old and they'd say they want to be like a dinosaur. Or
Well, yeah. I mean, if I could be a dinosaur, I'd pick that. Yeah. Uh, I mean, I was pretty confident when I was what I wanted to be when I was 5 years old was I wanted to be the host of Countdown. Not quite the host, but I have at least now got halfway there. I've been on the show.
You're halfway there. You're on the road to becoming the
Yeah,
host.
yeah. Maybe
Better watch
when
out.
Colin and Murray retires, they'll ask me. But,
You never know. Maybe you'll be the one calling out the numbers and telling people what they have and saying to them, "I did that inverted T tactic when I was your age."
you never know. So yeah, I think you're right. I was more confident at that age what I wanted to do than I am now, which is a bit odd. Now that I'm actually closer to having to
Yeah.
figure that out.
Do you think since being on Countdown that kind of changed your mind a little bit, or
Um, I don't know from a sort of career perspective, but I think it's definitely inspired me to just do more cool things and just
yeah?
think why not do this?
Mm.
Um, because it was sort of a rare example of just something that I just really wanted to go out and do.
Yeah.
I don't feel like a person who has lots of kind of obvious bucket list things, but that was one of them.
Yeah.
So it
But
sort of inspired me to think, well, maybe I need to start
yeah.
kind of aspiring to, I want to do this. I want to go out and
Yeah.
explore this, you know.
Was it hard keeping it a secret? Because I know you were very good at keeping it a secret in the Discord, but was it hard, like with
I
your
mean,
friends?
people in the Discord uh, made it as difficult as they could. Constantly, constantly asking when I
Yeah,
get how many did I get episodes was I on, and I think I managed to
yeah, you did.
brush aside all those sorts of questions.
I think the teapot question from Hannah was very
Yeah,
smart.
yeah, that she very much focused on the teapot and was determined to try and get me to answer that.
You can see who's definitely watched Countdown in the Discord server because we wouldn't have it here in Ireland
Mhm.
because we'd have to go onto Channel 4 and we don't have Channel 4 in Ireland. We have to go on a
Yeah,
VPN, which is frustrating, but Kaylee saves the day for streaming.
yeah, yeah. That was I did appreciate that Kaylee managed to stream it for outside the UK.
I was wondering why you were never in the VC. Was it
Sorry.
I was wondering why you were never in the VC while we were watching. Was it because you were watching it with your family or just
Yeah, I
didn't
was
like
watching it. I mean, I was keeping up with what people were saying in the chat and everything, but yeah, I was watching it with my mum and my brother.
I bet they were screaming for joys when you got the the numbers. All you got every single number right up until
I think in the first, yeah, the second episode, I went wrong on one. Um, I think, yeah, I think other people seem to be more excited for me than I was, because I mean, I was quite nervous to watch it back. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, and I did. It, got to get more comfortable, and I think the fact I knew so many people were watching. I mean, maybe that would make some people more nervous, but I think for me that helped.
yeah. And you never know, maybe your favorite football player saw you on the TV or something. You never
I mean,
know.
that's the thing is you have no idea who you have the hundreds of thousands that are watching. Anyone could be.
You know Acer saw you, so
Yes, uh, I did. Yeah, they got the numbers faster than I did on a couple of them. So I'm relieved that I didn't have to play against him.
that he's like 4, isn't he?
Yeah, I was not that good at the
That's
numbers I mean, I enjoyed it, but I was not that good
that's
at the
just.
numbers.
I'm so surprised that someone that young could figure it out so quickly. And do
So
you think?
I,
Go on.
I've got to hope that if I do end up going back on, I don't have to play against him because he'll probably be old by
You'll be like Steve playing against you. Poor
Oh, it's
Steve.
this youngster. Oh no.
You know him. You watched me when I was 17 and now you're 17 playing me. Hopefully you don't go bald.
That maybe that's the natural process for playing lots of countdown.
Practicing so hard you lose your hair.
Yeah, possibly.
You never know, maybe
I can
Josh
imagine
is
that
planning to go on Countdown.
Josh, the community must be a huge countdown player. Yeah.
Mm. Imagine if we just got the whole, like Jack, like as the countdown presenter, Maeve handing out the numbers, and then it's just you and like Josh or someone just playing Countdown.
I think we could commission a whole series of that. Yeah, that would be great.
That would be so fun. Like or
I mean,
like
I'm not sure how Channel 4 would feel about us taking that format, but
move aside. I don't care that you've had years of this. It's our turn now.
do a mashup version like they do with 8 out of 10 cats.
Hmm. Who do you think would be a good like contestant on Countdown?
I mean, if I'd say anyone from community, I think Kate. Kate is very good at the numbers,
Yeah.
and the letters as well. Hannah is very good as well.
Mm.
They're the main two people kind of that got involved when we did
Mm.
the countdown
How
practice.
yeah, how did Maeve get the letters and the numbers? Did she go online or?
Yeah, there's quite a few websites where you can simulate rounds and
Uh,
uh, play online against computers. There's also sites you can play against other people.
did Maeve
There's a whole
ever
community.
join? Did Maeve ever join in on them or? Did you
No,
just
only in
let
a
it up?
hosting capacity.
You never know. I might throw in a conundrum in the channel, and you guys have to solve it, including
Swap
me.
roles out. Yeah, I'll be the host, and you be the host.
Take over. So, what was your favorite part of the entire process? Like,
Um,
if you could
I,
go
th- I,
back and relive one moment, what would it be?
I mean, I think just the whole environment and just how welcoming and just how nice everyone was. I mean, the whole kind of studio environment and the whole environment in the green room, all that is it's all about um, maximizing the welfare of the contestants and just make sure everyone's really comfortable and
Yeah,
happy. And
they
they did
made it.
so much to settle my nerves before I'd even sat down in the chair. Like, it's just it just feels very relaxed, and it feels like you're in a building with people who really really love what they do and who really care about the show. These are
Yeah.
the fans of the show who are
So
working on it and
you,
they're passionate.
so you'd say it's very sensory autism friendly.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, deliberately,
Yeah.
they say that they want to make it as inclusive as they can for so many people, and they've had a lot of neurodiverse contestants. They've had people with visual impairments, deaf people. So many. They've done so much to kind of make sure that anybody can play.
Like, what have they done for you that you definitely recommend to other neurodiverse people going on the show to suggest?
I I think the fact that they were so clear about what it would be like beforehand.
Yeah.
So I got a whole video showing me the studio tour
Oh,
and
really?
things like that. I mean, I can't, I'm not allowed to share that
Oh,
video with anyone else. But yeah, just all the details about what the day would be like and the timings, everything. I had it in my head before I got there, and that was very helpful, and that's very good for my brain.
yeah. Was it an early start and late finish, or not
Yeah,
too
I think I tried this 2 months
bad?
ago now. I think my first episode we started filming around 10 a.m. maybe.
Oh,
We got
that's
there
not
at
too bad.
9. So I mean, I can't remember. It's 2 months ago, but yeah, because I was first on for
Yeah.
that. They filmed 5 in a day, and I was on the Monday episode, so that was the first one they filmed in the morning.
So, do
Um,
they do different contestants a week, or how do they run it?
so how it works on Countdown is if you win an episode on Countdown, you return for the next day. You're the champion, and you try and
Yeah.
defend your champion status. Um, and you can keep going until you win 8 episodes, and you're an Octo champ. And after that, they would bring 2 new people on. So I knew when I the day that I filmed was a Tuesday because they film it in 3 day blocks. We filmed on the Monday
Yeah.
before and the Wednesday after. So I knew that because I'd be first on the
Yeah.
Tuesday, the episode to air on the Monday. I know that's
Yeah.
so weird. I knew that I would be playing the winner of the Friday episode that they filmed on the Monday.
Uh,
I don't know if that makes sense.
it must be
Uh,
confusing in your head to map out because they said it was a Monday on the day, and then they said it was a
so
different day.
you've started sharing.
So they said that it was a Monday, and it was a completely different day, so that must have thrown your head off a bit.
No, I knew I was filming on the Tuesday, but I knew that because I was on first, I'd be filming the episode to air on the Monday. So I had to get it in my head. This is going out on the Monday. So everything they talk about on the show is it's Monday. I hope we've had a good weekend. All that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
also because they know exactly what date is going out, they can talk about today is World. It was Feet Day, the first
Yeah.
episode. Uh, They must have people who research what the episode's going on the 17th of August. What day is that? Um, and
Um, why does feet matter? Why were they talking about feet?
apparently it was International Feet Day. I mean that's what uh,
When I saw Jack put it into the Discord, I thought you were on like a movie or something when you were 5 called Feet Day. I was so confused.
um, it, to be honest, when they were having that conversation, I wasn't really focused on that. I was
Yeah.
thinking so much about I can't believe I'm about to actually play the game.
Yeah. What did you do during like the ad breaks? Like, did they call like ad break or?
Yeah, so they take a brief break. So if you watched it before each ad break, they do this thing called a teaser, which is like a 8 letter anagram. It's a puzzle for
Yeah.
the viewers to solve during the break. So what happens is they cut and they talk a little bit about that, and sometimes Colin, the host, will speak to Susie if he's going to hand over to her afterwards and ask her to explain what the word means. So that's often what that time's spent doing. Um,
Would
it's no more than about 2 minutes of
Mhm.
just. It's not really an actual a break, more just a pause, I suppose.
Would you
And
ever try and figure it out yourself, or were you just
yeah,
thinking?
I mean, if I'm if watching a view of myself, I usually do manage to get it, but in the studio, your
You're
mind is so kind of elsewhere.
Yeah, you're thinking about the
um,
next thing and the next thing and the next thing.
exactly, yeah.
So,
Um,
do you want to reveal what your tactic was during the show, or like for the different stages, or
my tact. So I mean, it's not a massive kind of extensive. So if I talk about the letters, um, I mean, I don't know how adept. I mean, people are very nerdy. They might be very interested in this.
yeah,
I I think on almost all of the letter rounds I picked six consonants and three vowels because I
mm,
just think generally that is lends kind of the best words.
yeah,
And I think a couple of times I picked the last letter as a vowel because I thought if I get that vowel, I'll get this word. That's pretty much about the level of tactics there are. And
mm,
as for picking the words, there is sometimes the element of do I risk this word that might not be in the dictionary because I think when my opponent's very good, they have a better word. So there's that element to it. So when I was on the Wednesday episode with Cami, there was one one or two times where I went for a word that was a bit risky because I thought he's going to have a better word, so I have to
yeah,
try and it wasn't in. So and as that episode went on, my nerves set in, and I started missing things I wouldn't normally miss. And so the person you're playing against absolutely is a factor in how you kind of go about.
yeah,
Am I going to stick with the 7 letter word? Or am I going to go for the 8? Um, as for the numbers, I mean the inverted T. That's not necessarily a strategy. That's more just a sort of a
your
quirk.
favorite, as
I
Rachel
think that
calls
some people do.
it.
It's one large. It doesn't really matter what order they get picked in, but it's just something you'd be associated with, I
Yeah.
suppose. Um, and yeah, I think I picked one large for the numbers for all of the rows apart from the very last one
Yeah. Had to
because
finish it off with a change.
the sixth vote, and I mean, I already at that point felt like I'm probably going home, but I thought I've got to take a risk if I'm going to try and
Yeah.
claw back this deficit, and it didn't work out,
No.
but
And what were the
yeah, I mean,
conundrums like? What were the conundrums like?
the conundrums. I mean, that's kind of as I said earlier. That's about just whether you see it.
Yeah.
It's kind of that simple. I mean, there is an element of as you do more of them, you start to recognize certain patterns. So for the first one, the word was cliquiest, and iest is quite a common ending, so that
Yeah.
jumped straight to me, and that helped me get it.
Mm.
Um, the second one I didn't spot, even though that was down the slope. I maybe should have noticed that down as a prefix, but I
Yeah.
just didn't notice that. And then the third one, which was irregular, I pretty much pressed the buzzer at the same time as Cammy did, and I thought that I'd got it. And then it
Oh.
flashed up saying Cammy's buzzed, so that could have gone either way. But
Do you think you would have changed the game had it have been you who buzzed?
or no, because I'd already lost at that point. So
Oh,
that was the final round. I mean, it's
why do
fairly
you
rare
think?
that the conundrum has any stakes to it, but
Hmm. Do
it,
they continue the game no matter what the score is, or?
yeah, it's 15 rounds the same. I
That's
mean, the only
brutal.
time
That is
well, yeah, because
brutal.
sometimes you do see a massive scoreline. The only situation where it's not that, and this is what happened on the Friday episode that I actually got to watch in the green room afterwards, is it was a tie after the first conundrum, so they had to do another one.
Oh God.
And what was interesting, and I feel like I can say this, that you didn't see on TV is there was about 2 minutes of them saying your level on score that whoever gets this conundrum is going to win the episode. when you buzz
Oh,
in, you have to answer immediately because they're so strict, the
oh,
producers, about getting it instantly when you buzz in. Some people don't buzz in and then spend 5 seconds trying to work it out after they've. So that
yeah.
you don't get to see that on the when you watch it on the TV. They cut all that kind of explanation out. But that was interesting to watch because I didn't think I'd get to see that watching the episodes in the green room after I'd lost.
Hmm.
Just interesting to see those bits that you don't see on TV.
Hmm. So who are
I
you
think
rooting?
those are the bits that people are interested to hear about.
So who are you rooting for now?
I mean, I'm rooting for Cami. I mean, I
Oh,
know that
Cam's
people.
still in it.
Sorry.
Cam's still in it.
Yeah, so he won. Because I got to watch the Thursday and Friday episode, so I knew that he'd won three.
Um,
Um, but I watched today's episode, and that was his fourth win, so he's halfway to being an Octo champ. And I know that people in Discord were saying, "Oh, they want him to lose" and all that. I know people were joking about it, but I think he was such a nice guy. I want him to go far. I want him to win the series if he can.
revenge for Matthew. Avenge Matthew.
I mean, I'd feel a lot better if I'd lost to the person who went on to win the series. I mean, I
Yeah.
mean, there's nothing you can really do about facing the series champion in your third episode.
Yeah. So, do you think if he wins, do you think you'll feel a sense of victory too? Almost.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel better about it. I mean, hey, I lost to the person who wanted to win it, so it's a bit like in the World Cup. If you get knocked out by the country that goes on to win it, well, at least we lost to the best.
The best of the rest, and that kind
And
of.
that's the thing about counted because it's because it's a random challenger against the champion. Anybody
Yeah.
of any skill could lose at any point.
Avery kind of confused me a bit, and then I realized what he was on about when he said when or what's the countdown to, or when's the countdown? Like he meant like 10, 9, 8.
I mean, um,
So it confused me a bit, and then it clicked.
there was a lot of that. Yeah, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And people trying to get him to say the word so that they could then
Yeah.
say that countdown. Yeah.
So how many nicknames do you have in that Discord server now?
I can't. Everybody has a different nickname for me.
Hmm.
Uh, I mean, I could just try and count. I mean, usually they're just variants of my actual name.
Yeah, like I
Uh,
have Matthew Nut for Cashew Nut.
yes.
I'm still not in your bio, and I'm sad
Oh,
about
I need
that.
to. I'll change that. I'll
Yes,
change. Uh, there's Squizzy's going to be Matthew. There's Hannah going to be Matthew. There's Kaylee going to be Matthew. Corey says Maku or
Maku,
something like that.
Maku,
Yeah. I'm sure there's others I'm forgetting as well.
Mave
Um,
Poo, Matt Poo,
sorry.
Matt Poo, Mave Poo.
Oh, yeah, I can't forget that.
Mave will
Um,
kill you if you forget that.
yeah, she will. I'm sorry, Maeve, if you're listening. Maeve Poo, even
Mm.
that's what I would call her. So yeah, I don't know how that came about. I think
How did Mave get Mave Poo? Did
just
you
the
just?
natural response to me being Matt Poo, I suppose. It doesn't work in the same way because it's not.
Yeah.
Why when it's part of my name, the ooh sound? I don't know why
But
it doesn't.
it's stuck. It's stuck.
Yeah, I mean, you've changed your name on the Discord a number of times.
Yeah, like Izzy Bitsy
Is it B
Spider.
and
I'm never changing that
spiders?
now.
Uh,
Go on.
no, I was just saying because you've changed yours a few times. From
Yeah.
Izzy Spider and then Izzy
I'm
B
still
and
Izzy. Oh, am I still Izzy Bitsy Spider or what am I now?
Izzy B, I think.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. I'm still Izzy Bitsy Spider in my head because that was smart, but not anymore. And with that, Matthew, we've come to the end of the podcast. Very sad. Everybody say "aw." We're in the panto now, apparently. But
Oh no, we're not.
we're in the panto.
I don't know. Oh no, we're not.
Oh, yes, we are. Thank you so much for coming on, though. You've been amazing to have on the show as the series finale because I want to focus on school for the school year because it's an important year. So, podcast is going on a break for a little bit. That is sad, but yes. And for people watching, please do remember that dreams do unfold in many ways. And thank you for listening. And Matthew, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Bye. Okay.
Bye. I've been Matthew, and thank you for listening.